Hello everyone, welcome on back to another episode of Aternos Minecraft. Okay. We were in the middle of cleaning things up. Switch into creative here. Cleaning up, filling, you know, all the fun stuff that goes along with that. Just take care of this here real quick. You know, and I have not checked on the reactor yet. Or what it's... you remember how in the last video these three armor stands were not here? Well, they decided to show up randomly. Such fun. Also, if you recall, I do not have any of my mini maps this morning. Minecraft decided that it was going to crash on me, and in doing so, reverted back to vanilla Minecraft. I'm not quite sure if this is a issue with Java or it's just maybe my computer is saying, hey, can't do that no more. But it will not let me run Forge at the moment. But that's not to say that, you know, I can never run Forge. It's just right now my computer is saying, hey, you can't do that yet. You can't do that right now. Which is, you know, it's unfortunate. I mean, I really enjoy using Forge. It is up to, it has been updated to the latest version. And it's just a lot of times, for whatever reason, my computer seems to that's a Java error. God, I hate that. That error also pops up a lot for me. It's happened on this computer. It's happened on a couple other computers that I've had over the years. So I'm actually pretty used to it. It's just I know it can be unnerving seeing it for the very first time, but I'm pretty used to it. But I do want to make clear that that error is Java within your game version and has nothing to do with the server software. So that has nothing to do with Aternos at all. But yeah. Yeah, it's actually pretty strange because I'll get that error usually first thing in the morning a lot, which is why I was surprised that I didn't get it at the start of last video. But you know, count your blessings. And it's not like it's a major issue, because nine out of 10 times it's usually Java saying, "Oh well, I can't do that, so I'll just quit." um, and you can usually normally just end up going back into your game. It is rare, and it has happened to me, where I'll get that error and I won't be allowed to hop back in the game. In which case it's Java continually saying, "Oh well, I can't do that," or "No, I don't want to do that." Hey, lucky block. Now, today's video. Whoops. I want to get this cleaned up, but at the exact same time, I also want to go over the creation of the soul jars. So, trying to hurry this along, because these things are actually really cool. However, if you like squishy things, if you're the type of person that gets squeamish around things, well, then maybe soul jars are the best for you, because you will have to tip some cows. Yeah, that's probably about the most G-rated way to put that. And if you don't know what I mean, well, then you probably shouldn't be playing Minecraft. Although I didn't catch it until my wife pointed it out, but they actually made fun of tipping cows in the first Cars movie, which I did think was pretty neat. And if you don't know what I'm referring to, well, then you probably should go watch Cars. And if you think that watching movies like that is for kids, well, I guess I'm still a Disney kid at heart. It's kind of, I'm about to say, oops. It's kind of hard not to be a Disney kid, because when I grew up, Disney movies were the traditional art style, and I mean, produced a lot of good stuff. And then I don't know. Companies nowadays are pushing more and more for either realism or CG, and it's just like, enough. Enough's enough. Of course, these are my opinions. so don't take them as anything official. But I enjoy the traditional way that the cartoons and movies are made. So I'm always, I'll always be 100% for the traditional Disney, as they say. But that's not to say that all CG is bad. I mean, I'd seen a movie one time that had I think it had Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie in it. That it was literally everything was on. It was like it was set in the 40s, I think, but the movie was 100% CG. And what they did was they to get the the look and the feel of stuff. They had like a certain vehicle interiors, certain building interiors were all built on set, but everything else was green screen, and that I thought was pretty neat. But and that's another example of how CG can be used to to make something look real, but not actually be real, which is what led a lot of people to to wonder whether or not our landing on the moon was real or not. But that's getting like, I know that's getting like horribly off topic. Finish up here. Something else I have noticed. Make sure there's nothing else up here. Oops. Something else I have noticed is that if I go too fast, I'll notice that Java will throw that exception as a way of telling me, hey, you're going too fast, slow down. which is interesting that Java by itself cannot keep up with that, because modern mice, are see. Modern mice, have the the ability, especially gaming mice, have the ability to change their DPI settings, so they can click actually really fast. And I owns such a mouse. This one used to be. This one actually used to be my wife's. She wanted one that. Okay. She wanted a mouse that that glowed rainbow, and this one didn't glow. This one doesn't glow rainbow. This one actually glows red. So I got that one, and she bought another. But that's not to say that it wasn't a bad thing, because I also got the keyboard that went with it. But again, for the same reason, she wanted the keyboard and mouse to glow rainbow. And that's all I'll say on that matter. Okay. Well, that. Oh, okay. I was trying to see where the actual floor ended. Okay, so we're going to do over here into our area. Oh yeah, I also moved all of the. I think I covered this in the last video. I don't fully remember. I moved the HSUs over from the other side, a little access way back here. As the capacitor use is supposed to be less. So let's go check on our capacitor use actually. Well, Mr. Enderman. Yeah, there's a reason why I had that up. 21.83K. That's oops. Okay. Yep, I need one more cooling cell and 3 more pieces of uranium. Almost as if on cue. Okay. Let's see, because if we look back in our slime fun book at the nuclear reactor, we have uranium, which will 1 piece of uranium will last for 20 minutes, give 500 joules and 600 K joules in total. Or I could get boosted uranium, which lasts 25 minutes a piece, or Neptunium, which lasts only 10 minutes apiece. Now I could also save everyone a big ordeal and make a, and I could have made a nether star reactor, which uses nether stars and boosted uranium, which will last 30 minutes. However, the nether stars reactors, nearby entities will get withered. Not a big fan of that. But that should work perfectly like that. Alright, now let's go over to our area. And we will now do just for now, and I do mean just for now. Because this will end up being the the whatchamacallit for this this system. And to fully do this, so it's as efficient as we want it to be, I've got to go into the go up into storage. And I need that. I'm going to need this polar, which I don't seem to have. I'll have to make those. I'll need probably a couple of those. No, one should work for now. And I think that's it. Now, because what I'm doing is I'm using these item routers that will collect all of the essence, if you will, and it will use these infrared modules. Which I can get from the Redstone Lab. Oops. Hello, Davis. I really do need to fix the holes in here. Energy Lab, Mr. Lee. Okay. I swear, guys are more problematic than they're worth. Okay. Now, I have this item router, which will go in back of the this will go in back of our HSUs. So I'll need to notch out more of this. Now I'm not. It's not down here, is it? No. Okay. I might end up actually having to move these over. And I say that because I need my item routers to be as close to my HSUs as possible. So, go ahead and break that one. Why, did I already have a spot for them? Oh, right there. Oops. Okay. Now what we do is we grab our HSUs, or I mean our item routers. And then we grab our capacitors again. Now, you know, it actually would be interesting if if I only end up having to really needing to use one of these. So you know what? Let me see. Okay, now the capacitors are right. Now I'll need to use a sender pointed this direction. So that when an item is received, it will then send it. Makes sense, right? And also need a receiver. Okay, that's a polar. Now I still need to take this down 2 more. Okay. Just making sure. Now this still needs to go down 2. Actually, I end up going down 3, but that's okay. Now, and it's important to do this first, especially when you're working with the higher soul soul jars, because the more souls you have in the jar, the more the higher the tier, and the higher the tier, the highest tier, which is 128 souls, you can then whatchamacallit, you can then let the spawner go automatically, and you don't have to be around it. Alright, pulse from... Okay, so put that there. Now this also needs to be powered. You know, I don't remember if these had to be HSU powered or not. No, I guess not. I don't actually fully remember what they needed to be powered by, but... Okay. Which means that gets cleared out. And we're actually going to go down one more for clearance reasons. Okay. Alright, we now have our capacitor. Do this overhead. So I think I can do this overhead. Oops. What space was this? Oh, I know what space this was. Never mind. Carry on. Yeah, I guess. Folks probably wondering what the hell I'm doing. So yeah, put one capacitor here. Capacitor here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 would put that right about here. Yep, however... Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so Alright, this item router should now be fully powered. That is all situated. Come back up here. Okay. Now, what we'll need to do now is we need to create a vacuum, an EXP collector, and a sender and a receiver. These things are important before the soldiers are created, or else you'll be manually getting this stuff, and there's no guarantee that you'll actually be able to catch up. So let me. Yes, and we will be needing a hypersender unit. These are neat because you can set these anywhere within the world, and they'll teleport items anywhere in the world. These are actually really handy on Adult Craft because all I had to do was have a sender in my home spot and a receiver and a sender in the mall they had at the time. And when one item was bought, a new item would then be sent. That was really neat stuff. Okay. So we'll go run up to our craft room here real quick. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make our hypersender unit. Which is made up of a subspace transponder and a sender. And the hardest part to make is the subspace transponder, because you need an integrated circuit, an energized gold ingot, an eye of ender, and a diamond. What makes this so difficult is that the only way to get a energized gold ingot is you need to kill blazes, which because you need there's a blaze and essence. Come on, give me my book. Okay, now the book's being stupid. Ah, that's why. Okay, the server is in fact still online. This is just there we go. This is just the communication between my computer and the server. It's just slow today, and this is either caused by Java being stupid or the whole net neutrality thing, which I'm still miffed about. Now, Okay, now as I was saying, to make an energized gold ingot, you actually need... I think that says blaze dust? Alright, infernal dust. And the only way I know of to get this done... Do I got an empty room? No, I don't have an empty room. So I'll grab a blaze spawn egg, and when you use these, the blazes won't actually do anything, which is nice. Need to get rid of something. Because I don't really need blaze rods. Infernal dust. So yeah, they'll just kind of stand around. Oh, this one actually moved. Okay then. I have 3 pieces of infernal dust, which means I can make three ingots of that. 3 ingots, 3 gold ingots. 3 energized gold ingots, rather. Gotta remember the energized part. Now that I can move over there. And you can tell I got all sorts of other stuff in here from last time we were doing Book of Spells. Skill star. With the star you can increase your skills. Drag the star to a book. Okay. So what we'll do is put that in there. Drop 3 gold ingots in my inventory. Is that just a craft bench? Oh, okay. That's just on the regular craft bench, which I do have right here. You sure? Oh, I need gold dust. Okay. That does make more sense. And because I know this will never go out, I can cover that up so nobody has a seizure while watching my videos. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, that's right. I need the pulverizer. Where's that? Yeah, see, I have all these wonderful tools, and I don't fully know how to fully utilize them. You know. Okay, so apparently ingots, not so much. Okay, do I have just regular furnace here? Can I use that in there at least? Smelter smelter, sawmill. Alright, everything's set up correctly, however... Electric furnace. Okay. Toss that in there, toss that in there, toss that in there. Need those. Huh. Interesting. Apparently, some things I already had. Yeah, I'm not gonna need that anymore. Get rid of that for now, 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 those I need. Move that over there. These are all lucky blocks. Okay. We take our gold dust, which does make more sense as to why this needs to start from a dust form. Cannot use slime fun items in a normal workbench, but that's what it tells me! Shapeless recipe, just standard recipe in the workbench. Be nice! Infernal dust, which I have, and gold dust. Supposed to make energized gold dust. You know what? I'm gonna try this over here real quick. Nope. Now I've had this working once before. Alright, infernal dust and gold dust. That's what I have. Use it in a workbench to get energized gold dust. Let's see, maybe there's a... No, I guess there wouldn't be a thing about it in here. This is what I'm talking about. Can I use slime items in a normal workbench? Well, no kidding. I'm not trying to. That's a shapeless recipe. That's what it tells me. Just standard recipe in a workbench. It's supposed to be energized gold dust. Oh, well, I could have taken the ingots, tossed into the masher. Okay, well. At any rate. Pan, furnace. You know what? Let me stick this in here and see what this does. See if it does over here. No, okay. Charging bandage sawmill. You know, this really has me. You know, this really has me upset. I'm supposed to be able to use this in a regular box. But for whatever reason, okay, let's see. Alright, so I'm trying to make an energized gold ingot. For some reason, it's not actually letting me. Wait a minute. Did that just say? Oh, the dust in the furnace. Combine this with iron or gold dust. Well, I have gold dust, however, it's still not letting me. And I don't think I can use it in here. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, that ingot shot. That is so weird. Like, seriously. Let's see. Iron ingot. Yeah, this is all standard stuff anyway. Yeah, this is really starting to get to me. Smelt to get an energized gold ingot. Yes, of course. However, it's not letting me smelt the damn thing. I don't know why. Let's see. Is there anything on YouTube about this? There isn't, right? I don't know. This is just one of those things I like. But they're like really confuses me. Because I know I had issues with making this this before when I got on the server the first time. However, I was able to successfully do it, which really makes no sense. Infernal dust and gold dust and a workbench. Simple shit. Whoops, sorry. Won't work in the advanced table. Won't work in the magic workbench. Won't work in the compressor. I know that. Won't work in the advanced crafting table because it's not an advanced recipe. This one really has me so I have gold dust, I have infernal dust. It should work, or it's supposed to work. Smelt in the smelter furnace to get gold ingots, but I don't need gold ingots. Sometimes drop from blazes, looting, enchantment works. Combine this with iron or gold dust. Just a standard recipe and workbench. Which is what I have had right there. Oh, you know what? Let me try something. It shouldn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. I don't know. That one confuses me. That one really confuses me. It's like, I don't know. see what these are here real quick. Oops, Book of Spells. Sword spell. Speed and armor spell. Okay, that's all. It's all stuff I really don't need per se. Let me try something. Probably won't change anything. Oops. No. Well, I appreciate everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video there. Appreciate everyone that comes out and watches my videos, watches my mistakes, my frustrations. I'm sure some, if not all of you, at some point has shared the similar frustrations. So to give reassurance that I share probably the same frustrations. I'm gonna fiddle with this probably a little more before I either give up or chuck my computer across the room. But all kidding aside, I do appreciate it. All the important information is in the description below, and I will see everyone in the next video. Take care, everyone.